What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Akash Network. Akash Network, I genuinely can see doing some decent gains. There's a couple concerns that I'll highlight which go against what I'm saying. So we'll at least have some balance here when we're talking about this. Also, guys, we need to take a look at what the hell is going on with Celsius, because they are releasing funds to a certain selection of debtors, as it were. So we'll take a look at that too. So if you're a Celsius if you had funds in Celsius, right, I'll give you an update on that as well. Before I get into the video though, guys, if you are new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I spoke about on this channel. They're also the first 26 coins I owned when I made the channel. Had you put in just $100, just a measly $100 into each of these coins when I released the videos, and you never sold them, you still own all those cryptos. You never actually did anything right as an investor. If you sold those coins today, you could still bank 13k, which is a 5 times what you would have put in. 5 times in profit. That's not bad, doing everything wrong. But if you just sold these coins in 2021 when the markets were red hot, like I did, just $100 into each of these coins, selling in 2021 could have netted you a profit of 123 grand. Huge difference between doing what's right and what's wrong. Now, as I said, I sold all these off. They're not what I own. But if you want to see my current portfolio, you can do. You just have to go to copymycrypto.com. And on that site, I share my portfolio. I share every coin I own. Anytime I buy or sell a coin, I let the members know. Make no mistake about it, in the next bull cycle, when I'm cashing out positions, I'll be letting all the members know. So hopefully none of them and no one will ride any coins into a recession if they're copying along. Now, on the channel, on the site, we release videos every day talking about the markets. We have been pinpoint accurate on that for the last few months, predicting the moves of the market beautifully. On top of that, we have tutorials that are set up for the members. These are beginner tutorials. They're step by step because we do have thousands of members and a lot have never invested in crypto. And also, guys, fundamentally, we have a history of success on both the site and the channel. We've had massive winners, none more so than Phantom, which went up 677 times when I did a course saying this will 100x or more. And no one in 2020 was talking about Phantom. You go through, find your favorite crypto YouTuber if it's not me, and go on and go search Phantom in their history. You will not see anyone going, this will 100x. And I will find another Phantom, and when I do, I'm not going to do a course like last time. I'm simply going to go onto my site and do what I do with all the coins, which is tell the members about the coin, tell them the gains I think it can have, tell them the percentage of my money I'm putting in, and they can copy along. If you want to take the time and effort and research out of your crypto investing, go read the site. And remember that everything you read, you can literally review and fact check on the YouTube channel's history. So, Akash Network, currently priced at just shy of 35 cents. All-time high was knocking around sort of $7.50. So it's dropped a fair bit. Now, Akash is the world's first decentralized cloud computing marketplace, and the D cloud for DeFi. And it's effectively sharing your computing resources. So users can buy and sell computing resources securely and efficiently. This is purpose-built for public utility. This is ideal for developers that need additional storage, need additional computing power. And what it allows for is effectively, the cloud space to start actually being more equitable and more reasonably priced. Now, there's a lot of cloud computing tools knocking about in the crypto space right now. But Akash there's a couple of reasons I like Akash, but not least of which is the fact that it is actually being utilized for, I don't know what keeps happening with my camera there, guys, I'm sorry. What I particularly like about Akash, that is being weird, isn't it? Is that it fuels a lot of crypto projects. So as we can see, you've got a number of different staking platforms that utilize Akash's network. We've got a number of different smart contract platforms, as well as gaming and mining platforms that utilize Akash's shared computing, their platform for sharing computing power. Computing resources, not power. But even Chai Network, they're mining and they're utilizing Akash. And within the cloud computing space, within crypto, you have stuff like Siacoin. Now, not many of the crypto, the computing or the decentralized cloud networks within crypto actually support other cryptos. A lot of it tends to be presented as ideas for enterprises or for individuals, whereas Akash right now is solidly supporting a lot of different projects. Pre-search is one as well. I know pre-search is low market cap, but I quite like pre-search. And right now, I remember Akash getting pumped up, and there was a lot of hype around it in the previous cycle. There was there's a lot of sort of influencers wanging on about Akash, and as a result, we did see it sort of have a real price surge in quite a short space of time. And I do like it. I do like the project. I do think it's still doing okay volume. I mean, when you realise that the market cap's about 40 million, that volume isn't too bad. And it's been pretty consistent throughout the bear cycle of last year as well. So it's got a few things going for it. There's a couple of concerns for me. Number one is that they're having less and less users. Their user base, certainly the people going on the site, is reducing month on month. That for me is not a great sign, particularly given that over the last couple of months we've started seeing the market having a bounce, and we've generally saw for most cryptos at least December to January sort of surge in users or in website visitors. We've seen the complete opposite in Akash. So that for me is a little bit of a concern. The other concern revolves around their marketing, because they actually, they did a lot of work on marketing. I know there was some big name YouTubers talking about Akash in 2021, and the team had really pushed on that and really got the word out very successfully about Akash. However, now I'm less confident that they're going to get enough influencers, enough sort of marketing done. Akash is owned and managed by its community, and it's a free public service. Source code that powers it is available to everyone. It's been built on Kubernetes and Cosmos, and the community oversees all aspects of Akash, including decisions about what new features should be implemented. Now, a big thing for me, and something that I want to see, is that the community have a real considered approach to marketing, because they're marketing for two different reasons. Number one, if they market effectively, they can onboard a lot of different crypto projects and really increase the value in Akash because of its usage. Number two is retail investors need to hear about it. Retail investors need to see it. Retail investors need to learn about it, and they can only do that through effective marketing. Because the problem, right now we are so oversaturated with cryptos. We've got 22,405 right now. So the chances of enough retail just coming across Akash is too slim. So I'd want to see, for them to have gains, significant gains, there needs to be a really effective marketing strategy, which I'm less convinced by the ability of market strategy when it's groupthink. I think you need an individual to lead that, someone that's aware of advertising and marketing. Someone that's literal job is that, rather than a sort of groupthink voting mechanism. I don't like that. I don't think that leads to the best decision making, particularly when it comes to a field that requires a bit of expertise. I do think Akash can still run back and do some price damage. Its current circulating supply is like 113 million. I wouldn't be surprised to see this run up to sort of $3. Fairly straightforward. For it to hit $6, $7, for it to make a sort of new all-time high, there are really two key things that need to happen, and that affects one other thing. So number one is that they need to get they need to onboard new cryptos. They need to have lots of cryptos utilizing Akash's network, and that will increase exposure to Akash. Because if it's a different project, anyone that's a part of that different project will now learn about Akash as a result. Number two is that Akash needs to be so effectively marketed so retail investors learn about it. Because institutions are not going to move the price on Akash. It's going to be retail. And as a result, volume will rise if they can bring in enough people. But right now, I'd be really hesitant to say more than sort of $3 until I see sort of what proposals have been put forward for marketing, what the votes have been, and then from there you can sort of get an idea of what the community are looking for in terms of advertising and marketing. Because fundamentally, if no one at Akash or if the community don't want to push on that, it will slowly drop in value. The market's too wide, the market's too large, the market's too oversaturated for many projects to legitimately stand out on their own on the strength of their tech. So it still requires some serious sort of time consideration, serious effort to get this effectively pushed into the minds of retail investors. But if that happens, maybe it can hit a new all-time high. But right now, I'd be conservative and go $3, especially with only 29% of the supply out. There's got to be another, there's going to be more dropped over the course of this year, and as a result, more tokens, more likely for a dump. So then the highs that it can hit may potentially reduce. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you are a returning subscriber, improve your karma score. Do you know how you do that? You hit subscribe. It helps the channel, helps you, and the videos will make you money and save you money. So don't miss them. Simple. And before I get into Celsius, guys, if you want to see the coins I own right now, go to copymycrypto.com. It's where I share my portfolio. It's where I share with the members anytime I buy or sell a coin. Videos are released on a daily basis talking about the markets, where we've been bang on and nailing the predictions and the moves the market's making with pinpoint accuracy for months now. We have tutorials set up for beginners. If you're a beginner, you don't really know how to get started in your journey, these tutorials will guide you all the way through. And guys, we have a history of success on the channel, on the site. We've picked big winners. No one in 2020 picked Phantom as a big winner other than me. Go look through your favorite YouTubers' videos, type in Phantom. You won't see a single video saying this is a 100x coin in 2020. No one was talking about it. And when I find the next Phantom, I won't do a course again. I will go onto my site. I will tell my members the name of the coin, the gains I think it can have, and the percentage of my money I'm putting in, and they can copy along. And if you want to do that and stop thinking about the markets and deep diving into every other coin, go read the site now. And if you like it, maybe I'll see you there. And the last thing, guys, Celsius. If you are a Celsius user, Celsius have published the list of users that will be eligible to withdraw the majority of their assets. So they've released a file where you can actually, if your name's on it, it means you will be entitled to withdraw 94% of the cryptos that you held. This is based on those that are qualified custody assets. So if you had funds in Celsius that were just in their effectively their earn mechanism, that's not going to be entitled to withdrawals. If, however, your funds were qualified custody assets, so they weren't sitting in their earn mechanisms, then you will be entitled to withdraw 94% of the overall amount of your assets. And that that's already begun. That began on the 31st of January. It's a good step for a lot of people that got burned. I know that a hell of a lot of people that use Celsius had their funds in the earn section, so they're not going to be entitled to anything as of yet. This case is obviously proceeding, and at least right now, some people are going to get their funds back. I do expect that we're going to see greater depth to this over the next month or two. It wouldn't surprise me to see any sort of big, your big crypto exchange like your Binance, or probably only Binance is really able to do it. But I wouldn't be surprised if Binance was to buy up the bankrupt Celsius and offer users a certain percentage back of their holdings. I don't think anyone's going to get 100% of their money back, unfortunately, but this is the situation. As always, the Celsius situation, the FTX situation, the BlockFi, the Voyager, all of these should continue to be stark reminders to anyone that has crypto not to leave your funds on exchanges, because nothing ever is too big to fail. Hell, Lehman Brothers, guys. Lehman Brothers. So, if you are a Celsius holder, you can go on to Cointelegraph's article. They've got a link here, and that will take you to a PDF that has the list of names. You can search for your name. Possibly you might be eligible to retrieve some of your funds. Cross my fingers for all of you, and let's see what happens. Anyway, that is it for me, guys. Take it easy. Bye bye.